Welcome to Car Flash, your go-to destination for the latest and greatest in the automotive world. Today, we're diving into one of the most highly anticipated performance cars of the decade, the 2026 Nissan GT-R, also known as the R36. After years of speculation, rumors, and digital renderings, Nissan has finally delivered the next chapter in its legendary GT-R lineage. And let me tell you, it's worth the wait. Stick around as we take a deep dive into its stunning design, thrilling performance, and what this means for the future of Japanese performance cars. Exterior. Let's kick things off with the exterior, because the R36 is impossible to ignore. At the front, Nissan has taken an evolutionary approach, keeping the GT-R's aggressive heritage alive while giving it a modern twist. The iconic V-motion grille is still here, but it's wider and more sculpted than ever. It sits lower into the front fascia, giving the car an even more planted stance. Sharp, aerodynamic creases draw your eyes across the hood, which features dual air extractors, not just for style, but for cooling and reducing lift at high speeds. The headlights are sleeker now, narrower with the more futuristic LED signature, and they wrap around into the fenders with precision. There's also an active front splitter integrated into the lower bumper, which dynamically adjusts based on driving mode for optimized downforce. Moving to the side profile, the R36 strikes a perfect balance between aggression and elegance. It maintains that unmistakable GT-R silhouette with a long hood, a short rear deck, and a high beltline. The roofline now flows even more seamlessly into the rear, thanks to a subtle glasshouse taper and a redesigned C-pillar that adds visual speed to the shape. The fenders are muscular, housing massive 21-inch forged wheels wrapped in performance rubber, a clear nod to its drag potential. Air extractors just behind the front wheels help manage airflow and reduce turbulence. The character lines along the body are sharper and more pronounced, giving the R36 a sculpted, almost exotic presence. Flash door handles and frameless side mirrors give it a clean, aerodynamic profile, while new carbon fiber side skirts hint at its performance roots and help manage underbody airflow. Around the back, Nissan has completely reimagined the GT-R's tail while staying true to its DNA. The quad-circle taillights are still there, a signature that's instantly recognizable, but now they're full LED with a 3D floating effect that looks absolutely stunning at night. The rear bumper is wide and aggressively chiseled, flanked by massive vents that cool the rear brakes and help with drag reduction. A new electronically adjustable rear wing replaces the fixed setup from the R35, offering better balance between high-speed stability and low-speed elegance. And of course, the GT-R's signature quad exhaust pipes remain, but they've been reshaped and integrated into a massive carbon diffuser that channels airflow with surgical precision. There's even a subtle light strip running just under the rear deck, giving the R36 a futuristic edge. It's part sports car, part spaceship. Interior. Step inside the R36 and it's clear Nissan wanted this to be a true grand tourer with the performance heart. The cabin is a massive leap forward in materials, technology, and ergonomics. The moment you sit down, you're surrounded by a mix of Alcantara, leather, and carbon fiber. The dashboard design is cleaner and more horizontal, giving it a wider, more open feel. Gone are the cluttered button-heavy layouts of the R35. In their place is a 12.9-inch curved touchscreen infotainment system that seamlessly integrates into the dash. It supports wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and comes with a dedicated GT-R performance telemetry suite that shows real-time data, everything from G-forces and boost pressure to lap times and tire temperatures. Behind the steering wheel sits a 12.3-inch digital driver display that's fully customizable. It changes based on drive mode and gives you everything you need without distraction. The steering wheel itself is a flat-bottom design wrapped in perforated leather, with alloy paddle shifters mounted behind it. The seats are heavily bolstered, offering incredible support during aggressive driving, but they're also surprisingly comfortable for long trips. Nissan worked with Recaro to develop a seat that provides both performance and luxury, and it shows. The rear seats are still there, technically, though like with the R35, they're best reserved for bags or very short people. Interior. Ambient lighting, wireless charging, a premium Bose audio system, and dual-zone climate control round out the features, making the R36 a genuinely livable supercar. Performance under the hood. Things get really exciting. The R36 debuts a brand new hybrid powertrain that blends the soul of the GT-R with cutting-edge tech. At the heart of it all is a heavily revised twin-turbocharged 3.8-liter V6, a nod to the legendary VR38 that they now paired with a 150-kilowatt electric motor mounted on the front axle. Combined, the system produces a staggering 790 horsepower and over 800 pounds-feet of torque. That's a massive jump from the outgoing R35 Nismo. Thanks to torque vectoring and a new EAWD system, the R36 launches like a missile, with 0 to 60 miles per hour happening in just 2.4 seconds. The electric motor fills in any turbo lag, offering instant response, while the combustion engine brings that signature GT-R growl, though now refined with active sound tuning. Power is delivered through a new 8-speed dual-clutch transmission that's lightning faster and more refined in day-to-day driving than the previous 6-speed. The R36 also features a revised suspension system with adaptive dampers, allowing it to switch from a comfortable cruiser to a hardcore track weapon at the push of a button. New drive modes include Eco, Comfort, Sport, Track, and a customizable individual mode. On the road, the R36 is composed and precise. On the track, it's brutal and unrelenting. The added electric power not only boosts performance but helps with fuel efficiency, making the GT-R R36 one of the most usable supercars on the market. In terms of pricing, the 2026 GT-R R36 starts at around $145,000 for the base premium model. Step up to the track edition, and you're looking at closer to $175,000. The Nismo version A with even more aggressive aerodynamics, lighter components, and enhanced tuning tops out near $210,000. Now, these are significant figures, especially compared to the earlier R35 days, but they're still very competitive when you look at what this car offers in terms of performance, heritage, and daily usability. You're getting hypercar-like acceleration with the reliability and practicality that only Nissan can deliver. And considering the GT-R's legacy of strong resale value and tuning potential, it could actually be a smart investment for enthusiasts. So, what's the verdict? The 2026 Nissan GT-R R36 is a bold and brilliant evolution of a modern legend. It honors the past while looking straight into the future, blending brute power with electrified precision. The design is unmistakably GT-R but updated for the EV hybrid era. The interior finally matches the performance with the premium, tech-focused approach, and the driving experience. It's a perfect fusion of analog soul and digital control. For longtime fans of the GT-R, this is the car you've been waiting for. And for those just now discovering the GT-R nameplate, the R36 is the ultimate introduction. Thanks for watching this in-depth look at the 2026 Nissan GT-R R36. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Car Flash for more reviews like this, and let us know in the comments, is this the future of performance you were hoping for, or do you miss the rawness of the older GT-Rs? Until next time, drive safe, stay curious, and keep the passion alive. See you in the next one.